G'day gorgeous people, sorry, just hold on a second. Hop-on hop-off bus has just gone past. I'm in the Barbican, I'm probably mispronouncing it, here in Plymouth. We're just staying in an Airbnb literally just off the street. It's awesome, location cannot be any better. We've been warned by quite a few friends and family that Plymouth is going to be dull and boring, and most locals actually question, why the hell are you staying in Plymouth? Do you have family there? So we don't have family here. We're actually in Plymouth because we're using it as a central base as we tour around Devon and Cornwall. And it's just such a huge surprise. It's actually genuinely nice here. I am now walking down to Plymouth Gin, which is quite literally a couple of 100 yards away from my apartment front door. How cool is that? Not at all premeditated. I say poo-poo to anyone else who said you're not going to like Plymouth, and maybe that kind of set the tone because so many people said that we weren't going to like it, but I'm actually loving the energy and the vibe of the place. But anyway guys, so we booked in for a 10:30 tour of Plymouth Gin, where they're just going to show us the physical process of making gin. So, you know, the triple distillation process, really it's how to make vodka, and then how they use the botanicals like juniper berries and other kind of botanicals they use to flavour their gin. And we get to taste two, so their original gin and their slow gin, which I think you all know I love slow gin because it's sweet. And because they're distilling today, it's highly flammable, so unfortunately no photography equipment because it is a spark risk. So unfortunately I'll have to enjoy this experience firsthand and no recording. Such a pity, but they're so lovely. Something smells really, really good. I only had toast and Marmite for breakfast. Maybe I should have skipped that and eaten whatever I'm smelling now. So I'm back in my Airbnb apartment, finished the Plymouth Gin Distillery tour, and wow, all I will say is if you make it out to this part of the United Kingdom, please sign up for a £7 tour of the distillery. It was absolutely brilliant. Pippa, the tour guide, was hilarious. She was personable, knowledgeable, walked us through the entire history of the Plymouth Gin brand, and the building that we were in, the distillation process, the botanicals. We even got to taste their original gin as well as their slow gin, which is more like a liqueur. At the end of the tour, we actually had the option of either having a gin and tonic or a small bottle to take home. So we decided on the original gin and the slow gin. I won't be drinking these, and I will be going back to buy a bottle of their slow gin, which is absolutely delicious. It was smooth, and I think will complement either a champagne or a cava or a prosecco perfectly. Mixing this with either a fever tree tonic with elderflower or even ginger beer, I think that would be delicious. Oh. So straight after visiting Plymouth Gin Distillery, we were just walking past this place called Rolly's Fudge, and they were making handmade fudge right in front of us. And I started talking to the person making it, and he was telling us the process, how to make fudge correctly and how to make it incorrectly. The clotted cream fudge we bought when we were in Cheddar Gorge was vile because it was crystallized and it was obviously mass produced, but they make all Rolly's Fudge makes all their fudge by hand and in that store. Oh my goodness, we tasted so many of them and I wanted to buy all of them. When you walk into that store, you're hit in the face by this incredible smell of richness and butter. Just so you know, they also make fudge for lactose intolerant, so dairy-free fudge. But obviously I love dairy-rich fudge. Got myself some chocolate fudge, yum yum yum. Woo. We're in Plymouth, and as you know, I loved the slow gin from Plymouth Gin. So they have a limited edition slow gin and berries fudge. We bought 2 packets of those. And vanilla clotted cream fudge. Cannot wait to eat them. I won't eat them now because I'm not really that hungry and I don't want to feel bloated or fat or sugary or have a sugar high just before my massage. So, I will see you around Plymouth. I just had the most amazing Swiss holistic massage and I feel completely and utterly relaxed. Now that it's lunchtime, it's actually technically not, it's about 2:30, 3 o'clock, but it is lunchtime by my standard because I'm absolutely famished. I reached out to a few people on Instagram and YouTube and asked where I should go for the best pasties. And everyone said you have to go to Ivor Dewney. So that's the store behind us. I don't know if you can see, but we asked also what we should get and they said you have to get the original, and we got the large, which is £2.60, and we got the pepper, which is £2.70. She recommended the pepper because it's more flavourful. Let's have a little taste now, shall we? Now, this is large and it's just apparently meat, potatoes and beef. There we go. Apparently you don't eat the crust, you just hold it. You know, something to do with miners and arsenic on your fingers. So, ooh, let me hold on to that. Itadakimasu. Oh wow. It is, even though the person serving us said it's relatively plain with just potatoes and meat and onions, it is incredibly full of flavour. It's savoury and it's starchy obviously, but that pastry is soft and buttery and melt in your mouth. It is seriously good stuff. Oh wow. That is so good. I could eat that whole thing myself. So this is the pepper. It doesn't have that defined kind of handle at the bottom, but it doesn't matter. This looks like it's got more filling and it's hot, really hot. Let's get over a try. Apparently there's turnip in here, or parsnip. Very generous with the pepper. We can taste the sweetness from the turnip, parsnip, whatever. Oh. Look at that. Once again, that pastry is buttery and smooth. I just realised I forgot to completely sign off before, but I just wanted to say that that pasty was delicious. The pepper pasty was really good as well. Unfortunately, we never got to try the oggy or the oggy, so we will find somewhere else that sells it, and we'll give it a bit of a taste test. And I actually wanted, when we head down to St Austell and some other St Ives and stuff, to see and compare another bakery's pasty and see whether it's any good.